Welcome to Video Chats with Don. I'm Don Clark, president of Personal Financial Group, and thank you for joining me this morning. Usually about this time of year, we have the pleasure of hosting many of our clients, friends, family for a night at the movies. It's usually at the night at the movies that we get to talk about what's happened throughout this year and what we're looking forward to in going into next year. Well, I don't need to tell many of you, but what's happened this last year has not been easy. It's not been fun, but we're living through it and we will survive. That's what Americans do. One of the fun things I always like to do each year at the night of the movie is really give what we have always defined as those 12 days of Christmas. It's that index that tells us what has happened in this country and what's it cost for the 12 days of Christmas. So I'm going to start very simply by saying, this year, believe it or not, COVID has brought us something positive. We've actually, the 12 days of Christmas has now dropped close to 58% compared to the previous year. Let me explain. You know, the partridge in a pear tree, it stayed flat for this year at $200. Two turtle doves, it's gone up for two turtle doves, almost 50%, amazingly enough. Three French hens, it's up about 15%. Four calling birds, the four calling birds stayed flat. Guess we have plenty of birds flying around. Five golden rings, precious metals, gold, it's gone up about 15%. Six geese laying, 35%. I guess these birds are getting a little more expensive as we go. Seven swans of swimming, stayed flat for the year. Now we're getting to where COVID has really hit. 8 maids of milking, guess what? We can't get 8 maids of milking. They're in COVID protection right now. 9 ladies dancing, again, they're shut down as well. Not to mention 10 lords of leaping. Can't get those this year. 11 pipers piping. Probably not unless we can get them somewhere outdoors. But again, can't get those this year. And also 12 drummers drumming. Believe it or not, they're not available either. So when you add all this up, we've seen close to a 58% decline in the cost of what was called the Christmas price index. So always a fun index I like to talk about, but real importantly, as you go into planning next year, I always recommend take time, sit down with your advisor, talk through what is important. A lot of changes. I think we're going to see a lot of changes, whether it be taxes, markets, whatever. If you've not sit down and reviewed things, now's a great time to do it. Also, and more importantly, and we learn this, I talk about it each year, but I think this is very important. If you haven't sat down and looked and reviewed your estate plan, looked at your beneficiary planning, and just taken time to sit down and talk with the family to begin to plan, maybe now's a great time to do that as we go into 2021. So let me say, I'm glad 2020 is over. Looking forward to a great year moving into next year. So thank you. Thank you again for watching this short video. I look forward to seeing you all in 2021.